Hi, thank you for joining me for this reading. I'm Angie and I am from Messages from Above. This reading is going to be a message for humanity from Source, from God, from the universe, the Creator, whichever name you wish to apply to that higher being. Now these messages will be general messages, and so they may or may not resonate with you, and that's okay. Just take what does and please leave the rest. It is a timeless message, so whenever you come across this video is when the messages are going to be most relevant for you. Please like the video, please share the video, and please feel free to leave any comments, as this all helps the algorithm so that more people actually get to see the video. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help me and it helps my channel to grow. And it helps more people actually get to see the channel. And remember, that notification bell needs to be hit so that you are reminded of the upcoming videos. Okay, so let us see what messages Source Creator wishes to bring through. What is the first message that humanity needs to hear? What is the message for humanity? Okay. Can we please have, alright, so we have Limitless is the first card. So with this card, this is saying that our potential is limitless, our knowledge is limitless, our light that we can shine is limitless, our growth is limitless. So let's see what the message is that the book has to say with regards to this message. So it says, don't conform to the beliefs of others. Live your own truth and share this with the world with love. Through this card, limiting beliefs and conformity are being addressed. It's so easy to get caught up in the material world with its illusionary expectations, false sense of security, and living our lives in what society deems as perfect societal bubbles. People get lost in the games and falsity of their everyday monotonous existence. Living a life to the expectations of society is just as restricting as living a life in prison. There is only so much room you have available to move freely before the walls of the cell are felt. We are being asked to reflect on our life and the walls that inhabit us. These walls are made up of limiting beliefs that prevent us from following our heart and reaching our dreams, limiting beliefs that stem from our childhood experiences and expectations, which keep us locked in an invisible cell. Do not let the limiting beliefs and expectations of yourself and others confine you. We were not born to be imprisoned. We were born to fly, to sing our tune and dance our dance. We were born to truly live and experience this life in all its blazing glory. Reach for the stars and follow our dreams. We have the strength and courage within us to break away from societal expectations and follow our own guidance and intuition. It is time to truly acknowledge the magnificent souls we are and break free from the binds that have held us back. We will be amazed by our own power and motivation. So it's time for us to follow our own ideals. It's time for us to see the world as it is and not what we are told it is. It is time for us to break free from the shackles that have held us, to follow, to be a certain way. We are truly powerful beings, and we do have that inner knowing, and we do have that inner guidance. And we just have to be able to see what that is and be open to understanding what it is we're seeing, and realize that we are being guided by our soul, by our higher self, by Source, Universe, God, Creator, to open our eyes and actually be who we are meant to be, and help others be who they are meant to be. Alright, let's see what further message wishes to come through from the universe, from Source, Creator. What message wishes to come through, please? What is the message that humanity most needs to hear? Okay, we have motivation. So we need that motivation to actually move forward, to move away from the limitations that have held us back. It's time for us to realize our potential. So let's see what the book says. Investigate the why. Ensure you understand your motivations for doing something, especially if it is going to be a challenge. What is the source of your motivation? Others may have hidden motivations that are different to yours. Stop and pause to understand other views. So this is saying to us to be open to listening to what other views are, but follow our own intuition to what we wish to believe. And then you have to look at what your motivation is for the choices that you are making. Are you making them for your own self-benefit, or are you making them for the benefit of humanity, for the benefit of others as well as yourself? Now is a time to actually be more in service to others rather than service to self. And when you are in service to others, you actually then reap a lot more abundance, a lot more happiness, a lot more joy, a lot more motivation to keep doing those kinds of things. And it's limitless. What you can do to help yourself as well as to help others is limitless. And you, by doing that, you are helping the spiritual growth of humanity. Okay. Let's see what other message wishes to come through that goes with this reading for humanity. What is the message that wishes to come through, please? What is the message that Source wants to bring through? Sorry, there was too many there. That Source wants to bring through. Okay, that one did fall out. We have purpose. I know what I am here to do. So this is a reminder to dig deep, to find what it is that you most want to do to help others, to help you, to help your growth. Your purpose in this incarnation is to actually express love in all that you do. Sometimes we get so caught up in life that we lose focus on that. We need to find the joy and the passion in everything we do. This is about looking at everything with care, with love, and with compassion. And that's for everything that you do. It's about having that for yourself, but it's also about having that for others. So having that caring nature for others, for having that compassion for others, for having an open heart and unconditional love for others. That is the purpose for the incarnation that we have on this earth at this time. If you find perhaps your career that you're in is not bringing you joy, not bringing you happiness, then maybe it's time for you to refocus and find out what it is that you would most like to do that would bring you that joy, that would bring you that happiness. Again, it's a reminder that if we're not happy with our current circumstances, then that is our soul's way of telling us that there's a better way forward, that we need to listen to our intuition, and that in itself is our connection to source, our connection to spirit, our higher self. Okay, let's have a final message that wishes to come through. Final message, please. Whoops. Half the deck turned there. A final message, please, that wishes to come through for the highest good for humanity, please. So, there we go. So before I turn that over, so I think this is saying to us that at this moment in time, we need to have love, we need to have unconditional love, we need to have compassion. And we have to understand what our motivation is if we are not having that towards humanity or towards ourselves. And we need to find the motivation to actually be that person who can have unconditional love, that can express caring and compassion for oneself as well as for others, and understanding that the love that we can have for ourselves and for others is limitless. We are not bound by a certain capacity to only be sharing a certain amount of love with humanity, that we are not bound by the size of our heart, for example. The amount of love that we can show towards ourselves and others is limitless. And that is the purpose for this incarnation, is to be able to love ourselves and love everyone. No judgment, just to have unconditional love, because love is all there is. Love is what unites everyone. Love is unity. Love is unity consciousness. Unconditional love unites everyone. And that is what humanity needs most at this time, is realizing that we are all one, that we are no different to anyone else. Society has made those divisions. We are not born knowing these. differences that separates us from each other. That has been put on us. It's time to know that that has to stop. We have to move forward as one humanity, one race, humans. Okay, let's see what this card is. Okay, we have Lady Luna's magic, synchronized with lunar time and energy. Okay, let me have a look and see what the message is that is wishing to come through with this card. So it says, you know that I shine upon this earth and that we belong to each other. Yet you have disconnected for all your knowledge when only a few moments spent beneath my rays would cleanse your entire energy field, assisting you in shining your light at the full moon. And with my dark time you may go within and find the secrets you have kept hidden from yourself and look at them without blame or fear. So I ask you now, as my moon dragon fae fly about me, sending the energy ever turning to connect with me, Lady Luna. When you do connect, you will be more complete, and the yearning and sense of hopelessness that I feel from you from time to time will ease, be soothed, and finally dissolve. Take my healing powers and light as yours, as they are. Reflect upon me, and I will reflect upon you, and your dreams and visions will gain in strength, clarity, and power, all the while keeping you safe and grounded. My light has shone over the dragon fae, the magical world, the beings you call humans, and all those of the animal and plant kingdom. The minerals, the dreams, and the flowers, and all are mine, and I am theirs. My light ran through the veins of your ancestors, and they understood me better than you, for all your knowledge sometimes do now. Please let us be friends and companions once again. Do not be afraid of my light and my nighttime self, for you are the same as me, and we are both older than time itself. So it says about Lady Luna, the moon is a goddess in her own right. Her magic is unique and otherworldly, and is shared and distributed amongst every single being on the planet. She has many names and guises, including the dark crone self, from whom we must not run, but whose hand we may take and be led into the secret chambers of our own hearts. She is also known as Arianhod, Ain, Selene, Artemis, Diana, and the Triple Goddess. Her domain is that of dreams, starlight, magic, and the in-between places. She is neither black nor white. She is silver and is radiant. Her messages and work are constant and yet ever-changing. Our emotional well-being, our need for water, and our love and dreams are all assisted by Lady Luna. She is compassionate, loving, and is a regulator of all our energies and of our emotions. We shut ourselves away from her when we use electric light, when we draw the curtains on the moon, and when we pollute our skies to such a degree that the earth can no longer be bathed in her light. So it says moon cycles are to be worked with at this time. Others feeling that your new magical behaviours and practices are lunacy, understanding your nighttime self, receiving messages from crystals of which the moon is composed, and discovering far more about your true and hidden self. Discover how moonlight affects you and work in tandem with her beautiful cycles, introducing others to her work, beginning projects at new moon, working towards completion at full, going within when she is waning and going to dark. So again, I think, with this, the moon It's about shining the light on who we are. It's understanding who we are. It's shining the light on our shadow self, on the dark side of ourselves, that we need to realize that by understanding that darker side of ourselves, we can then understand others, because we are all connected. And when we see that darkness in someone else, that's a reflection of ourselves. So Lady Luna is asking you to take a closer look at the part of you that is hidden, that you're not wishing to face, or we're not wishing to face. And that can be on a personal level as well as a humanity level. What is it that we as humanity, what is that shadow side of us? That shadow side is racism, perhaps. What is it that we as a humanity need to face? What does Lady Luna want us to face? Because when we can face that as a whole group, we are then able to move past that. Again, it's showing that we are connected. We have to learn to understand each other or we need to understand ourselves to be able to understand each other. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I hope there was something in the message that resonated with you. And again, I do thank you for the time taken that you have spent with me while I've done this reading.